Hey there, YouTubers. How you doing? This video is going to be a little bit of a change of pace as far as I want to talk about something that I haven't gone into in depth before. And the reason I want to talk about it is I just came back from the greatest camping trip ever. It was awesome. Went out, a bunch of friends, a lot of people I hadn't seen in a long time, a lot of new people I had never met before. And, you know, way out there, far away from civilization. You know, no phone access, no internet access. You know, nice river, big old fire, deer everywhere, eagles. Got a beautiful eagle feather that you can see in the background right there. And it was just so cleansing. And the interesting thing I've noticed is that when you get a certain distance away from densely populated areas, you can actually feel the collective energy of all those millions of people. Its range just kind of ends and it fades away. And yeah, there's still the consciousness of other people in that area, as many people as there are, but that energy is overwhelmed by the energy of the trees, the rivers, the mountains, the creatures. And the human soul craves many different types of energy. You know, many experiments have been done that show that isolation, complete isolation, non-contact with other human beings can be terrible for your psyche. Constantly being surrounded by millions of other people can also be very stifling after a time, because it's like if you're eating too much of the same kind of food, your body develops certain vitamin and mineral deficiencies. You need a varied diet to provide your body with everything it needs. Likewise, your soul requires a varied diet. And while the intensity and the drama and the tight social power and the social chaos of the city can provide a lot of food for the soul, sometimes you need a little change of pace. And this is also something that can emerge within your social life, within the people that you habitually interact with. You're habitually getting the same kinds of energy again and again and again. Now, what this can create is a rut. What this can create is habituating. It's kind of like the person who eats McDonald's all the time until they're eating nothing but crappy hamburgers full of wood pulp and French fries that may or may not, you know, have ever actually been a potato. Is that little black spot potato skin, or is that just like some gunk that fell in the machine? Alright, but you get habituated to eating it all the time. Likewise, you get habituated to the same kinds of interactions all the time. And whether these interactions are good or bad in and of themselves, I'm not saying that all social interactions are McDonald's, so certainly not. But even a habitual clean diet, when it's always the same thing, day after day, week after week, month after month, whatever little bits that diet is lacking are eventually going to show through in your physical health. Deficiency of a single vitamin over a long enough period of time can create the disease that kills you in your age. So it's important to vary things up. It's important to get away from the city if you've been in it too long. It's important to get back out into nature. Drink in the energy of the trees. Drink in the energy of the earth. Talk to a river god and allow the ancient powers of the land to speak to you directly without all the background noise of the city. On the flip side, because I know there are a lot of people that live way out in the sticks and they have that every day, you can get an amazing form of spiritual nutrition from going into the middle of densely populated areas. Go to a huge event and feel the surging energy of hundreds of thousands of people together focused on the same thing. Go to a concert, go to a festival, go to a ball game, or just go spend some time in the middle of the city. Go to a restaurant, go to a hot spot, or go to a nice little isolated place in the middle of everything. Let yourself have a varied diet in your social interactions. Don't just ask, what is the prescribed remedy? You know, me going out into nature to refresh my soul. That's, probably a pretty commonly described remedy, especially for a city dweller. But for a country dweller, well, you might be out in that all the time. So when you start feeling that energetic deficiency, when you start feeling that emptiness inside, like you're not getting what you need, the correct remedy could be something that's completely counterintuitive to what the typical prescription would be. So you need a taste of the city or the ocean, something different, even something chaotic. Never allow yourself to become one-dimensional in your interactions. Don't allow yourself to take one prescription for your entire life and only eat the same meal every fucking day forever. Doesn't matter how good a meal it is. Not only will you get sick of it, but there's something missing. No matter what the meal is, there's an ingredient missing. So vary it up. Don't be afraid to step outside of your normal boundaries. Don't be afraid to do something that this teaching or that, or this way of thinking or that might disapprove of. Don't allow yourself to become a habit. Be a living, dynamic, free human being. And let that freedom and everything you touch with it be the nourishment that makes your soul shine. And with that, my friends, I bid thee farewell.